The Taurus G2C coming up. Hey guys, I'm Johnny with PewPewTactical.com, your definitive source for gun reviews, gear guides, and anything that burns gunpowder. Today we're looking at the ultra affordable G2C from Taurus. I'm going to get it out to the range and I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about this pistol. Now, if it's your first time here, there's a ton of links down below for you to check out. And if you're new to Pew Pew Tactical, I'll add a link that goes over to our website. Check it out and see what you think. Now, more than ever, folks are mindful of their personal safety, and the number of private citizens who concealed carry continues to rise. Now, not everyone has the budget for a Gucci Glock, and that's where this one comes in. It's the Taurus G2C, designed from the ground up specifically as an affordable concealed carry workhorse. It has a polymer frame, a steel slide, it's striker fired, and it uses a short recoil action. It's about 4 Cheetos long, and it's a double stack 9mm with a 12+1 capacity. That's a lot of rounds in a little package. Now here it is compared with the SIG P365. It's just a little bit bigger than the SIG. Now, full disclosure, I have never owned a Taurus, and before this test I had never fired the G2C, so I came into it cold and I found this one locally for $229, and that's the mega hype with this pistol. It's the price. Now, for this test, I did my homework. The internet has a lot of folks that make fun of the Taurus, but not a lot of folks that have actual problems with the G2C. Now, there's other models available, including different polymer colors and different finishes. Most of them are 9mm, but there's a couple models available in 40 Smith & Wesson for all of y'all still living in 1993. But the one that I bought, it's black. The finish on it's all right, no complaints from me. It comes in an orange and white box with 2 steel magazines and paperwork. I want to say at this point that the box is cheap and it's flimsy, but the last time that I talked with you guys about boxes, y'all said repeatedly that you don't care about packaging, you prefer to reap the savings at the cash register. So on that one, I'm just gonna hold it in. Now let's get out to the range. Y'all know exactly what I did. Mag dumps, mag after mag. Just getting rounds down range to test functionality. The G2C ate everything that I fed it, and I shot a bunch of cheap Russian steel ammo with no problems. In short, the gun runs. I had absolutely zero issues with it. The slide locks back every time, the rounds feed, the magazine drops out easily, and again, I had zero issues. The trigger has a trigger dongle on it, and the initial pull is really, really long, so there's literally no way that you can accidentally fire this one in your holster. The reset is surprisingly short, and I found the trigger super easy to get used to. The reset click is obvious, and I do like that. Now, in my hands, the gun doesn't feel bad at all. I like the indents on the frame. Now, this is kind of silly, but Taurus calls these memory pads, but I do kind of like them. They do feel good and reminds me to get my finger out front for trigger discipline. Now, also, the external safety ergonomics are doggone perfect. You can click it up and down, on and off without changing your grip, so props to Taurus in that category. Finally, the pinky extenders on the magazines really do help a lot, and the grip texture is outstanding. Maybe the best part of this gun is the grip. Now, like most guns that I've never worked with, I had trouble indexing the magazine release, but I have Shrek-sized hands, y'all know that. And to quote Gomer Pyle, surprise, surprise, what I'm about to say, I need to practice more with this mag release. Accuracy-wise, I was able to ping torso steel out to 25 yards with ease. Because of that crunchy trigger, it's not exactly a nail driver, but as a concealed carry pistol, it performed just fine in the accuracy department. The sights are a standard 3-dot system, and the rear sight is adjustable. 5 things that I like about the G2C. First, of course, it's going to be the price. Folks with a tight budget can get a tool that works and protect their families without breaking the bank. Second, I mentioned that I like the grip. It's aggressive, but I still like it. Third, I could not make this gun not work. If that makes sense, it works. I genuinely wanted to get a failure for you guys on camera, which is why I was feeding it all that Russian steel ammo. It ate all of it, brass steel, no problems. The gun runs. Now, I know it's a sample size of 1, but honestly, my Taurus really is solid. Fourth, Y'all know I like aesthetics, and the big G2C down the side I think looks pretty cool. So the branding on it's alright. And finally, I like that both magazines have pinky extensions on them. Pretty nice touch by Taurus. Now, a couple of drawbacks for you guys to consider. Personally, I don't like external safeties. It's more stuff to fumble with in an emergency, and there's enough other safety built into the gun that I don't think an external one is needed. I'll never touch mine. Second, and I know I'm being a little nitpicky here, I'm not a fan of the trigger. Now I know it's a $229 gun that runs fine. I get it, I totally get it. But I reserve the right to not like the trigger, and on this one, I don't like the trigger. Overall, I need to pause at this point and say I can't believe what I'm about to say, but I've got no complaints with this pistol. It runs, it's easy to use, it's concealable, huge capacity at 12+1 for the size of this firearm, and it does everything that it's supposed to do. And boy, oh boy, the price is right. So, thumbs up for me. Again, I'm a little bit surprised there. Now, here's my question of the day for you guys. What do y'all think? Does a 12-round concealable pistol under $250 pique your interest, or would you rather pay a little bit more for perhaps a different brand? Leave me a comment down below and let me know your opinion. On behalf of the entire Pew Pew Tactical team, I'm Johnny, and we'll see you soon.